What's good, YouTube? Sensational Sincere is here, and I'm back with another Tom Clancy's The Division vendor reset video. We're here for January 8th, 2021's vendor reset. So let's get right into this to see what we got good for this week. For our first gear items, you want to head over to Camp Hudson. Here the weapons vendor has an ACR. And also here we got an SR7 suppressor with 19% crit hit damage, 5% optimal range, and 6% headshot damage. For our next gear items, you want to head over to the meat locker. Here the weapons vendor has a loud vent break with 17% crit hit damage, 3% crit hit chance, and 2% accuracy. For our next gear items, you want to head over to the base operations. Here the Dart Zone gear vendor has a prototype firearms mod with 260 firearms and 1% crit hit chance. For our next gear items, we're still at the base operations. Head over to the weapons vendor here, and we got a small grip with 17% crit hit damage, 5% optimal range, and 2.50% stability. For our next gear items, we're still at the base operations. Head over to the gear vendor here, and we got some Spec Op gloves with the Talent Savage on there. And also here we got a prototype stamina mod with 256 stamina and 2.50% exotic damage resilience. For our next gear items, we're still at the base operations. Head over to the advanced weaponry vendor, and here we got an MP7. Also here we got a military G36. Also here we got a classic RPK-74. Also here we got an extended magazine with 115% magazine size, 4% crit hit damage, and 4.70% rate of fire. Also here we got a mega rifle suppressor with 17% headshot damage, 2% accuracy, and 4% crit hit damage. For our next gear items, we're still at the base operations. Head over to the special equipment vendor, and here we got a pecan if you like to run this weapon. Also here we got a Cassidy. Also here we got a Historian. Also here we got a SOCOM Scar L. Also here we got an M700 Carbon. Also here we got an Operator Vest with the Talent Rapid on there. Also here we got a prototype performance mod with 4% ballistic shield damage. For our next gear items, we're still at the base operations. Head over to the special blueprints vendor, and here we got an ACR blueprint with a gear score of 256. Also here we got a first wave PF45 blueprint with a gear score of 256. And also here we got an EXPS3 holographic sight tan blueprint with a power level 34. And also here we got a quick release magazine blueprint with a power level 34. For our next gear items, you want to head over to the cavern. For our next gear items, you want to head over to the cavern. Here the gear vendor has a tactical pack with the Talent Specialized on there. And also here we got a prototype performance mod with 4.50% ballistic shield damage resilience. For our next gear items, you want to head over to Camp Clinton. Here the special equipment vendor has a pecan if you like to run this weapon. Also here we got a Historian. Also here we got a Cassidy. Also here we got an enhanced AUG A3P. Also here we got a Spec Ops mask with the Talent Refreshed on there. Also here we got an Operator Vest with the Talent Reckless. Also here we got a prototype performance mod with 7.50% support station range. Also here we got a high velocity magazine with 7% crit hit chance, 4% crit hit damage, and 4.70% rate of fire. Also here we got a vertical grip with 47.50% optimal range, 2% accuracy, and 4% crit hit damage. For our next gear items, we're still at Camp Clinton. Head over to the special blueprints vendor, and here we got an MG5 blueprint with a gear score of 256. Also here we got a military M9 blueprint with a gear score of 256. We also got an electronics knee pad blueprint with a gear score of 256. For our next gear items, you want to head over to Dante's Run. Here the gear vendor has an operator pack with a Talent Inventive on there. And also here we got a prototype performance mod with 7% Seeker Mine explosion radius. For our next gear items, you want to head over to Wolf's Den. Here the weapons vendor has an Omega rifle suppressor with 18.50% headshot damage, 2% accuracy, and 2.50% stability. For our next gear items, you want to head over to Madison Stand. Here the gear vendor has a prototype electronics mod with 263 electronics and 4% signature ability resource gain. For our next gear items, you want to head over to the Last Call. Here the weapons vendor has a 5.52 hollow sight with 7.50% crit hit chance, 5.50% headshot damage, and 2.50% stability. For our next gear items, you want to head over to the Ward. Here the gear vendor has an operator pack with the Talent Specialized on there. For our next gear items, you want to head over to the Southpaw. Here the gear vendor has an operator mask with the Talent Rehabilitated on there. For our next gear items, you want to head over to the Grindhouse. Here the weapons vendor has a Tactical Super 90 SBS. For our next gear items, you want to head over to the Firewall. Here the gear vendor has an operator pack with the Talent Specialized on there. For our next gear items, you want to head over to West 34th Street checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone vendor has the G36 Enhanced. Also here we got a Spec Ops mask with the Talent Enduring on there. And also here we got a prototype performance mod with 7% turret duration. For our next gear items, you want to head over to West 39th Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a tactical UMP 45. Also here we got a tactical vest with the Talent Rapid. Also here we got a prototype performance mod with 4% smart cover duration. And also here we got a 5.52 hollow sight with 7% crit hit chance, 5% optimal range, and 2% accuracy. For our next gear items, you want to head over to West 42nd Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a lightweight M4. And also here we got an SR7 suppressor with 17% crit hit damage, 2.50% stability, and 3% crit hit chance. For our next gear items, you want to head over to West 46th Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a Spec Ops armor with the Talent Reckless on there. And also here we got a prototype electronics mod with 253 electronics and 2,990 health. For our next gear items, head over to West 53rd Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a prototype performance mod with 5% smart cover duration. For our next gear items, you want to head over to East 61st Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone weapon mod vendor has an extended magazine with 118.50% magazine size, 4% crit hit damage, and 5% rate of fire. Also here we got a reflex sight with 7% crit hit chance, 4% crit hit damage, and 2.50% stability. For our next gear items, head over to East 58th Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone gear vendor has an operator mask with the Talent Rehabilitated on there. Also here we got a tactical vest with the Talent Rapid. Also here we got an operator pack with the Talent Inventive on there. For our next gear items, head over to East 53rd Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has an operator mask with the Talent Refreshed on there. And also here we got a prototype performance mod with 5% pulse duration. For our next gear items, you want to head over to the Park Ave checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone weapons vendor has a G36C. And also here we got a military L86 LSW. For our next gear items, head over to East 46th Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a Solcom MK20 SSR. And also here we got a prototype stamina mod with 258 stamina and 3% skill haste. For our next gear items, you want to head over to East 40th Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has an extended magazine with 109.50% magazine size, 3% crit hit chance, and 4.50% reload speed. For our next gear items, head over to East 31st Street checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has an operator pack with a Talent Inventive on there. Also here we got a prototype performance mod with 4% Seeker Mine damage. And also here we got a heavy magazine spring with 4.50% reload speed, 4% crit hit damage, and 10.40% rate of fire. For our next gear items, head over to the 5th Ave checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a Spec Ops armor with the Talent Reckless on there. And also here we got a heavy magazine spring with 11% magazine size, 3% crit hit chance, and 10.40% rate of fire. For our next gear items, head over to DZ2 Safe Room. Here the Dark Zone gear vendor has a tactical mask with the Talent Refreshed on there. Also here we got a Spec Ops armor with the Talent Rapid. For our next gear items, head over to DZ5 Safe Room. Here the Dark Zone weapon mod vendor has an extended magazine with 114% magazine size, 4% crit hit damage, and 3% crit hit chance. For our next gear items, head over to DZ8 Safe Room. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a tactical mask with the Talent Rehabilitated on there. Also here we got a Spec Ops armor with the Talent Rapid. And also here we got a tactical pack with the Talent Inventive on there. Alright everybody, that's it for our Tom Clancy's The Division vendor reset video for January 8th, 2021's vendor reset. I hope everybody tuned into it, found them something that they needed. Smash on that sub and like button, y'all. I appreciate that support. Check me out on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'll be on there sometimes. And I will see y'all with the next one, everybody. Take care. Peace.